In the previous lesson, I talked about complex and advanced routing. In this lesson, I want to talk about views, and to generate a views in a route, you can use view, which is a keyword, and then a welcome. But what are these means? If you look at the view, Laravel has a folder inside resources called views, which basically means that anything you want to present to the user, like a presentation, is going to be inside the views. Like you already know, Laravel is made based on an MVC architecture. So that's why everything you make is going to be either inside the controllers, which are inside the help HTTP models, which I'm going to show you later where they are, and also views. So views, they have extensions at the end called blade.php. Previously it used to be only .php, but when you type blade in your routes, it means you only need the name of the views. You don't need to write, for example, .blade.php, because Laravel is smart enough to know that you mean blade.php, and that's the only thing we have in the views extension. Obviously, you can use .php, but it's not necessary, because when you use .blade.php, you have ability to apply any Laravel code within a double curly braces. So let's open up this welcome to see what it has. If you look at this welcome.blade.php, we have a really basic CSS style on the top, and it's not really dynamic on the top. And we have this font and a title. Obviously, you can change anything you want. And we have a div with a class of container, and a content, and a title, and a quote. I think you wonder what are these double curly braces. Double curly braces means that you can put any PHP code inside it, or any Laravel code inside it. And also Laravel has a support for PHP, so obviously if you type PHP inside, you can echo anything you want, or for example any PHP code. But once you have these double curly braces, therefore it's really easy to use double curly braces. This double curly brace means you can use PHP echo function. So it's something like this. So you don't even need semicolon at the end of it. Even if you put it, doesn't really make any error. So that's it. That's the first option. So second point I want to make to this video is where are those if I want to make a style sheet, where can I put them? If you want to make a style sheet, we have a folder called public, and then within this public folder we have index.php. If you open up this index.php, you can see the content is really dynamic, and you can actually change if you want, but it's not necessary. Let's create a folder called CSS by right-clicking and clicking on new and a directory. Let's call it CSS. And inside this directory, let's right-click and generate a new file called CSS and call it main. In the main CSS file, also let's add a class called highlight. And the purpose is I want to use this class highlight, and I want to show you how to use your assets, because assets are usually saved inside the public folder. So let's add it. Let's add a border, and that's it. We have this CSS file. Let's go back to this welcome.blade.php and add a link to this style sheet. Let's type link and press tab, and then let's inside the href type a PHP. If you want to use your assets, you have to use assets, and then inside the parentheses, like this, type the path to your CSS file, main.css, and then let's enter the semicolon at the end, then that's it. And if you want to use this, you have a class called quotes, and then let's put in a space and use highlight. Now let's go back here and refresh. Nothing happens. Let's go back to see what happened here. Let's say echo, because we haven't echoed it yet. And let's go back here, refresh. There you go. We have red border around our quotes. As you can see here, we have, if you want to call your assets, you have to use the keyword assets. This is the main point that we have. Then second of all, if you want to use your file call ending with .play.php in a route, you can use view, and inside the parentheses use this view template file only. The name of your template, you don't need to call it the extension at the end. And obviously this is our CSS file inside the CSS public folder, and if you want to use it, use it as use the keyword asset.